What's dirty, guys? My name is MO.A.B, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a little follow-up video from my last video, the next Call of Duty reveal video that I did this morning. And as well as I'm going to bring you guys some leaked information for the next Call of Duty. But first, I want to say that a couple hours after I uploaded that video, the actual truth of what that image is came out via FPS Russia and his channel. He did a little video that was sponsored by Call of Duty themselves to show off the prototype quadrilateral. I can never say that word. Fuck. Basically, it's a kind of like the RCXD where you got the remote control and you can drive it around and blow it up. This is like that, but the next level. This is a little remote control flying device with a submachine gun mounted underneath it, and it also is capable of self-destructing. So this is apparently the new kill streak for the next Call of Duty game, presumably Black Ops 2. So I think that it looks really cool. Looks like it'll be a lot of fun. It might even be a high kill streak kind of thing, because it does look really deadly. But you never know. It could be something like a 5, 6, 7 kill streak. My guess, if you want to ask me, this might be something. I wouldn't say high, but I would say up there. Kind of like Reaper status. I wouldn't say it's AC-130 kind of status. Again, they have a new perk system kind of thing, like you get more perks for capping a enemy flag. You'll get 2 instead of 1. But anyways, enough of that. You can check out the images and in the corner of the video there, and of course you can check out FPSRUSSIA'S video in the link. Link will be in the description below, and an annotation will be on the screen. But moving on to that, let's get to the juicy stuff. Now, before I begin anything, I want to say that the following information is just rumors, speculation. It comes from an unnamed, unreliable source, and I want you guys to all take this with a grain of salt. This is not confirmed information, and so some of this could be true, some of it could be not, and all of it could be fake for all we know. And I will share my opinion of what I think about it at the end of the video. But let's get onto this. First, game modes. We have 3 new game modes: Escort, Split, Spawn, and Equalizer. And the first one, Escort, was talked about before in another leaked information article. Again, if you want to read this article, I will link it in the description below. But anyways, Escort. It's a game mode in which you escort a player across 3 flags to achieve victory. The enemy team killing the player will result in a win for their side. And the last article said that it's a lot like Search and Destroy, and you only get 1 life, and there will be rounds for this game type. So interesting. It seems like a spin-off of Search and Destroy for those hardcore Search and Destroy players who are looking for a twist, something more than just Search and Destroy. Those guys that only play Search and Destroy. This might be something for them to go to have a little more fun. The next one, it's called Split Spawn. Like I said before, this is a game mode in which you spawn from a helicopter and you climb down to get to the ground. The player starts with 3 lives. 1 player can control the chopper to let you climb down in different areas, as well as shoot from the chopper. If the chopper is destroyed, the players can no longer spawn. Players compete for a central flag that takes twice as long to capture than a normal domination flag. Either the death of all opposing players or the capturing of the flag will grant you a win. This game has 2 rounds. That one does seem kind of fun. I like the idea of it. Is it both teams spawn from helicopters, or is it just one? I think it might be both. But I don't know, this one seems kind of a little bit complicated to imagine, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, but this one's even worse. The next one here sounds really fucked up. Anyways, the next one's called Equalizer. It's a game mode in which players are switched to the enemy team upon death. Players will compete for a flag, which, when owned, open up a power plant to allow players to customize their class in-game, get new weapons, and put on a Juggernaut suit for their team only. When there are 2 players left on a team, they are granted with the power plant automatically. The point streaks up to a 5-point requirement can also be attained. If either of the 2 players died, they will remain on their own team. The player with the most converts or kills at the end will win. If tied, whoever is currently owning the power plant will win. Again, that one just seems really complicated. It might be easier if, when you actually start playing it. But that one just seems kind of weird to me. But anyways, let's move on to the next section. The next section is perks. And I'm only going to be listing off the ones that are new or modified. So here we go. And to clarify what Elite is, if you remember not called elite, but elite version of the perk. If you remember in the last leaked information package article thing, there was it said that each perk you're able to branch off to 2 different types of perks. So Pro 1, Pro 2. I think what elite is pretty much Pro 2. Now, elite are perks that will only work if paired with another base perk. So, and I'll explain. You'll understand when I explain to it. So the first one here is called Spy, which allows you to appear as a friend on the map. Like so, the disadvantage of this, you're always spotted even with the UAV, and when shooting you turn red. So basically, to your enemies, you will look like a friend. Interesting, but I don't know. It seems kind of weird. But anyways, the pro version of this allows you to detect enemy spies. They will still always be spotted on the radar, so even if they have spy on and you have the spy pro, you will always see them as a red dot, pretty much. So the elite version of this is if pilot is active, your airship will be marked as an ally. Interesting. Anyways, the next perk is called Escape Artist. When going prone, you feign death, and you cannot shoot during this. Okay. Interesting. Again, weird, but okay. The pro version of this, when approaching death, the enemy's crosshair will turn to white, and your name will disappear. So basically, the enemy shooting at you, and you're almost dead. So their crosshair will turn white. So they will think that you're dead, and they'll stop shooting at you, but really you're not. So that'll give you the little extra boost advantage to get that kill, to beat him in a gunfight. The elite version of this is if diver is active, you realistically fall into your feigned death instead of diving. Interesting. I'm going to say that a lot about these ones. Anyways, audiophile is the next one, which players with silenced weapons will show on your radar, even if they are shooting at you or close around you. Interesting. I don't like it. I really don't. I think that silenced weapons should be left to the sound whores, I think, if you want to know where they're shooting from. My opinion. Anyways, the pro version, footsteps are louder. We've all seen that before. And the elite version is if Bladesman is active, knifing will show up on the radar. I don't really like that because, in my opinion, you can't really tell if a blade is swung. You know what I mean? I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Anyways, the next one is called Diffuser. Which allows you to throw all equipment except for grenades, like normal cookable grenades, up to 2 times further. A hollow circle will show up around your crosshair, and then the circle will fill in about 3 seconds. When the circle is full, it will throw twice as far, but when it's empty, it'll throw as normal. The pro version is you'll be able to take Semtexes off and throw them. Off players and throw them elsewhere, and be able to pick up enemy equipment and use it as your own, much like we saw in Black Ops with Hacker Pro, I believe it was. I don't see that working out very well with the Semtex, just because I think they have a 3-second timer to blow up, and that's from the second it leaves the guy's hand, So if he throws it, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't seem like a really good idea, but the equipment ones are a good idea. I like that. The elite version is if quick draw is active, the circle will fill in 1.5 seconds, which is half of the normal time. The next perk is called Juggernaut, and no, it's not the Juggernaut that you saw in COD 4 and World at War, where it gave you more health. This one actually regenerates your health faster while moving. Pro version regenerates your health faster while crouched, and the elite version is if scavenger is active, you'll be able to drop ammo packs for your team. So basically what they mean by that is kind of like in Battlefield 3 where you're able to throw your ammo packs down and people can do that. It's kind of the same concept as that, except it'll be scavenger packs, so instead of having to scavenger off of dead enemies, you are able to scavenger from people throwing down the scavenger packs. Next one is called Diver, which you can dive into cover, aka dolphin dives, which is weird. Seems like they made it a perk now. And while diving, you can still shoot, which is cool. However, when you land, it takes a while to regain focus. Alright, the pro version will allow you to crawl twice as fast, and if paired with extreme conditioning, you can sprint while crawling to crawl faster, about approximately 3 times faster, instead of getting up. So you know how like sometimes you'll hit R3, to run forward to basically stand up. Well, if you do that now if you have extreme conditioning paired with diver, it'll allow you to crawl faster instead of getting up. So the next one's called Pilot. Your flying kill streak kills count towards your next kill streak. So in other words, it's saying if you don't have this perk on, you cannot your kill streaks will not count towards your next towards your next kill streak. So if you have this one on, your flying kill streaks, so your helicopters and whatnot, will kills will count towards your next kill streak. The pro version is your controllable flying kill streaks will last until they are shot down. I don't know, that seems kind of OP. And the elite version of this, with blind eye active, your uncontrollable flying kill streaks will not show on the map. Technician, any land kill streaks will count towards. Any land kill streak kills will count towards your next kill streak. So similar to like what we saw with Pilot, except with your land kill streak. So if you don't know what I mean by land kill streaks, it means something like the Juggernaut suit or the assault drone or something like that. Just like, I'm not saying those are going to be in the next game. I'm just using those as example of what a land kill would be. And the elite, the pro version of this, your advanced UAVs will disable the enemy's UAVs, which is pretty cool. I like that. If diffuser is active, your sentries cannot be taken down instantly. The next one is called Bladesman. You have two knives in each hand instead of just one hand. This essentially makes knives twice as fast to kill with. The pro version, you have a chance of dodging the incoming player's knives. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Does that mean you have a random chance to do a dodge animation or something, or what? But it should be interesting to see how that turns out. The elite version is if assassin is active, knifing will be completely silent and not show on the kill feed. Interesting, not show on the kill feed. I'm kind of iffy about that one, but anyways. But unless this is countered by audiophile elite. The next one's called consciousness. While standing, you are just as accurate as when you're prone. Okay. The next one, and the pro version of that is called is when your bullets will cause more flinching. I like that. That's pretty cool. The elite version is if marksman is active, shooting down your enemy will mark him on the minimap. So it's kind of like recon, tagging your enemies. Next one's called focus. You will be able to shoot while sprinting, even at the deduction of accuracy. I like that. That's pretty cool. I've always wanted to be able to shoot while running. The pro version will allow you to shoot while jumping. There's two things, like they limit so you can no longer, halo jump these guys anymore. You can't jump and shoot at the same time. Or do they mean like when you're mantling an object to jump over? So when you go up to a barricade, such as right in front of me there, and you press A or X to jump over. So if you have the pro version, it'll allow you to shoot while doing that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, the elite version of this is if stalker is active when jumping, equipment does less damage to you. And the last perk here is called deep impact. Your bullets shoot through hard surfaces. The pro version, your bullets gain 50% more damage with each person they go through. Snipers are gonna love the shit out of that. And the the elite version is steady aim is active when hip firing. Your bullets have 10% more damage with each person they go through. Now, the next section that I'm going to talk about is a new knifing melee slot. So the default knife, which takes 2 swipes to kill now instead of 1, you need to put it away and take it back out as usual. So the normal right thumbstick, panic knifing button as usual. The next one's called the tactical knife. Takes 4 swipes to kill. As long as you holding down the melee button, you will keep knifing. The tactical hammer. This takes a long time to take out. Takes 4 swipes to kill. You need to put it away and take it back out like usual. But against riot shields and machines, it takes only 1 swipe to destroy. That's pretty cool. Throwing knives, you start with 4 instead of 1 like we used to. It's fast to get out, it's fairly accurate, but takes 2 to kill, and it's a ranged weapon. Next one is tomahawks. You start with 2. They're slow to get out, fairly inaccurate, and it takes 1 to kill, and it's a ranged weapon. And the last one here is the ballistic knife, and equipping this will disallow you the use of any equipment. It's a tactical knife in one hand and a ballistic knife in the other. You start with 2 ballistic knives, and they are one-shot kills, so it's much like the ballistic knife in Black Ops. These knives are moderate time to get out, and with bladesman on, you start with 3 ballistic knives and 1 ballistic knife in each hand. So basically, instead of having 1 tactical knife and 1 ballistic knife in one hand, you'll have 2 shooting ballistic knives in each hand. Or, you know, instead of just 1. You know what I mean? So you'll be able to shoot from both of these at the same time. So anyways, moving on. The next section here is going to cover guns. There's more guns than ever. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about these. I don't know any of these guns, to be honest. I'm not a gun guy, so I just want to say now, if I pronounce any of these names wrong, I do apologize. But here we go. Assault rifles: the AK-74, the Ruger Mini 14, the Type 65, the Velvet M76, the M70, the R1 rifle, the Commando, the AR-18, Velvet M60, AKM-63, and the AMD-65. Submachine guns: MP5SD, PA3DM, SWM-76, the Type 64, the Uzi, the Mini Uzi, the AKS-74U, the MAC-10, the MPL, and the Ares FMG. Shotguns: Model 590, Model 1300, Model 1100, Spaz 12, the CAWS Stakeout, Sega 12, Striker, and the Featherlight. Sniper rifles include the PSG-1, PSL, SVD, Model 700, and the M76. The light machine guns include Type 67, Enfield L7, the M240, and the AS70. The pistols are the M973, the Stayer, I think that's how you call it, the Stayer GB, Scorpion, MEU, Python, and I'm not going to get into the explosives, basically Stinger, Strela 2, and the grenades and the sticky grenades and such. And here are the attachments. I kind of like this idea, but I have to see how it plays out. There is an attached weapon rack, which are weapons attached to primaries for quick weapon switching, and it only works when paired with pistols. So you have attached pistols, which are for snipers, attached shotguns for assault rifles only, and attached bayonets for assault rifles and snipers only. There's laser sight, the red dot sight, the reflex scope, the thermal scope, the ACOG scope, the extended mags, the dual mags, the rapid fire, the grenade launcher, which apparently the grenade dropped significantly more. There's the grip and perfected iron sights, and which are iron sights that make it easier to see your bearings. Which, in case you don't know what is meant by that, in Black Ops they had that. They called it the upgraded iron sights. Basically, it's just a little. It's like a small version rather than, I don't know. It just makes it easy to see. But that is all the information they have for this. You can check out the article in the description below. I will link it there for you guys. But I just want to say what I think about this. It seems like they are making it more complicated than simple, like adding those elite version perks where you have to have certain perks for this perk to be useful. So I don't know. And the fact that they are calling, like, okay, you know, like in Black Ops had similar perks to what Modern Warfare 3 has, or even Modern Warfare 2, but they did almost the same thing, but they had a different name. But here in this leak list, they are listing them as Modern Warfare 3. So like they have quick draw, marksman, and extreme conditioning, while like Black Ops they called it marathon. You see what I'm saying? So that's one reason why I think that this list could possibly be fake. Like especially the melee slot, it seems kind of iffy if you ask me. But anyways, guys, basically I say take all that with a grain of salt. I think that some of it may be true and a lot of it may not be true. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the M.O.A.B and this little AK-47 gameplay. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, stay dirty. Yeah.